There are allegations that came out at the Madlanga Commission that suggest that Julius Malema was working with Feroz Khan to make sure that they get rid of Operation Dudula members for them to get arrested. And WhatsApp messages that allegedly came out that suggest that Julius Malema said to Feroz Khan that he must arrest Operation Dudula members, as in tonight. So yeah, man, many things have been happening, but my question is a simple question, and don't fight me when it comes to this, is that why is it that Julius Malema is the only politician that his name keeps on appearing at the Madlanga Commission? I'm not saying that he's a criminal or he did something wrong, but why is he the only politician? So far, I don't see many politicians being implicated or connected to any of these criminals at the Madlanga Commission. It's only Julius Malema. It's very suspicious, if you ask me. It has emerged that Sayed often acted as the middleman between Khan and Malema. Khan's evidence is being presented in his absence on Tuesday as he remains in hospital after surviving an assassination in June. WhatsApp messages screened at the Madlanga Commission show that Khan did not communicate directly with Malema, but instead relayed messages through Sayed. The messages also show that in 2021, Khan drafted questions for the EFF to put to the Inspector General of Intelligence, Isaac Dintwe, during a parliamentary appearance. Evidence leader Matthew Chakalsin said that the questions appear to be designed to lure Dintwe into implicating himself during his appearance before Parliament. In the midst of this exchange in relation to the questions to the Inspector General, which General Khan wanted Mr. Malema to organize, it has very much the appearance of a favor in return of a favor, an illegal favor returned for a favor. The EFF leader Julius Malema has hit back at the allegations linking him to a senior crime intelligence official, Feroz Khan, while the Madlanga Commission remained undecided on whether he will be called in to testify. And I would say, they should just leave Julius Malema alone at this point. Many of these things that are happening are circumstantial, questions that are sent to Parliament. He was dropped. That's what I'm saying. Julius Malema is the only politician that is, his name keeps on appearing. Don't tell me other politicians don't do this or pose questions or work with law enforcement somehow or intelligence officers. Don't tell me that to be a fact, because we all know that corruption is everywhere. Not saying that Julius Malema is corrupt himself, but his name keeps on popping up. But obviously, many people who don't really like Julius Malema will say that he's a criminal. He obviously did more than what it's appearing here at the Madlanga Commission. And on my side, I'm just saying that they are just singling out Julius Malema for some reason. Why is everyone against Julius Malema?
If we go down to 6245, on the same day, General Khan forwards the picture of Mr. Malema and Mr. Sayed to Mr. Sayed. Mr. Sayed returns a message which relates to a tender for fleet management services submitted by a company called Bertobrite, B-E-R-T-O-B-R-I-T-E, to the State Information Technology Agency, SITA. And underneath that, he says, Juju sent me. General Khan says what he needs here, what does he need? And Mr. Sayed says, I think he wants us to do it. In other words, we infer, I think he wants us to do this tender for him. So we have...
But where is the for him part, Mr. Chaskalson? I mean, I think he wants us to do it. I get that part.
Or for Bertobrite, because it's Bertobrite's tender. It's not a tender that's put in by a company of Mr. Sayed or Mr. Or General Khan. It's for Bertobrite. And of course, the question is, what is the relationship between Berta Bright and Mr. Malema?
That part I get. The part I don't get is for you to say he wants us to do it for him. That's
well,
the part
for
that
Berta
I don't
Bright.
get.
The issue in relation to Berta Bright is that by this stage, August 2021, Berta Bright has already appeared in the press in relation to an allegedly corrupt tender that it procured in Tshwane on the basis of paying amounts to the EFF. I'll find my reference. I don't have it to hand here, but it is in the exhibit bundle. Let me just quickly look. Yeah, it's page 303 of the exhibits bundle, where there is an article entitled "Businessman Who Captured Tshwane Fleet Department Had a Man on the Inside." It's dated 26 February 2020. It relates to a Berta Bright. It relates to a tender in Tshwane by Mr. Kganyago, who is linked to Berta Bright, and who is alleged to have paid 15 million to 3 companies linked to EFF leader Mr. Malema.
The article seems to mention a different company of Mr. Kganyago, Mr. Chaskalson. Reading very quickly, sorry, I might be missing it.
No, you are right. It refers to Balimi Barui Trading, BBT. I will get the connection to Mr. Kganyago and Berta Bright. We don't have it in this bundle. But if we go back to the sequence, we see again a situation where a General Khan appears to be looking for the support of Mr. Malema in his disciplinary matters through Mr. Sayed. And through Mr. Sayed, Mr. Malema is communicating a wish that General Khan and Mr. Sayed will assist with the Berta Bright tender. In advance of this evidence, notices were issued to, among others, Mr. Sayed, General Fani and Mr. Malema, indicating that they may be implicated in relation to some of the evidence concerning General Khan. Mr. Malema did respond to that notice, unlike Mr. Sayed and General Fani. The notice that was served on Mr. Malema is to be found at page 283. And as Mr. Malema did respond to that notice, I think, in fairness, we should read out his response into this record so that his response is there for the public to see. Mr. Malema's answer is at page 316, and I should read it out in full. It says, "My name is Julius Malema, MP. This serves to respond to the Rule 3 notice of the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into Criminality, Political Interference and Corruption in the Criminal Justice System, brackets Commission Rules, brackets Notice, in terms of which you provided me with an opportunity to respond thereto if I so elect. Save where otherwise stated, the facts set out herein are within my personal knowledge and are to the best of my belief both true and correct. Where I make submissions of a legal nature, I do so on the advice of my legal representatives. I've been invited to respond to a vermins contained in an extract of Mr. Tsepo Nyatlo's, Mr. Nyatlo, affidavit, which supposedly implicate me. As a starting point, the evidence of material alleged to implicate me in Mr. Nyatlo's affidavit are largely purported extracts of communications between Major General Feroz Khan, General Khan, and Mr. Mohammed Sayed, Mr. Sayed. I evidently cannot confirm whether these extracts are a true recordal of their engagements or the authenticity of those extracts. Only they can. I do not understand the Commission to require me to so confirm. I simply record this point to note that my response will be curtailed to claims that are in my personal knowledge and relate to me. Ad seriatim response to Mr. Nyatlo's affidavit. Add paragraph 55, and the Commission will recall that paragraph 55 concerned the Carney Links relationship with EFF. It wasn't an issue specifically identified in paragraphs 1.1 to 1.6 of the notice. Mr. Malema's response is the following. I do not see how the contents of this paragraph implicate me. It is also not apparent in the notice and Mr. Nyatlo's affidavit extract. This matters because I was required to respond to material that implicates me. This is a proper qualification by the Commission, lest I'm asked to deal with personal material that falls outside the terms of reference of the Commission's work and having no bearing on its fact-finding mission. Absent clarity on how I am implicated by this paragraph, I am in no position to meaningfully respond in my defence. I'm uncertain whether the very claimed facts in this paragraph implicate me per se, or that the Commission will draw inferences therefrom. This applies with equal force in respect of the other aspects of Mr. Nyatlo's affidavit, save where the context or language itself clearly implicate in relation to the terms of reference of this Commission. The contents of these paragraphs are nonetheless factual claims, save with inaccuracies I will correct momentarily that I have voluntarily stated in the public domain since the inception of the EFF. As an example, I voluntarily stated at the EFF 10th year celebration event, which was perhaps the most widely publicized EFF event, that Mr. Mzansi, who is the CEO of Carney Links, donated funds that helped register the EFF. It is also a matter of public record that my wife used to reside at a property that is in the same complex precinct at Mr. Mzansi under a lease agreement, which is underlined. I place underlining emphasis under lease agreement as correctly recorded in Mr. Nyatlo's affidavit, in contrast to other media reports and claims that I stayed there gratuitously. Add paragraphs 57 to 65. Paragraph 9, I deny that I conspired to orchestrate the removal of Dr. Dintwe. Paragraph 10, in any event, I regularly receive information from various sources, some covert, some public, that relates to my work as a Member of Parliament. This paragraph is not an invitation to me. Some come from private citizens and some from public officials like the police. As a case in point, I have met with General Mkhwanazi, who shared with me the investigations about the murder of a popular artist known as AKA. It is my concern, and indeed my interest, to receive information about the working of our public service officials who I have a task of holding to account. Nothing is or could be implicating, if nothing more than receiving assistance of how to hold a public official accountable is proffered. Be that as it may, I do not have knowledge of the exchanges between Mr. Sayed and General Khan. I deny any inference of the contents of these paragraphs to the extent that they infer any unlawful conduct on my part. To the best of my knowledge, I deny any vertebrate bribery of the EFF. That is Mr. Malema's affidavit. It speaks for itself.
I take it there's no response to 1.2 of the notice.
To 1.2 of the notice.
On 284. I mean, 1.1, that is the response you've just read.
If we were to go through the notice, Mr. Malema has answered 1.1, and he denies a conspiracy. He says he isn't aware of the chats between General Khan and Mr. Sayed, and he explains the role that he plays in holding public officials to account. When it comes to 1.2, he doesn't engage with 1.2. But if we continue further, he also doesn't engage with 1.3. But again, that's about the conversation between Mr. Sayed and General Khan about forwarding the disciplinary notice. He wouldn't have had personal knowledge of that. 1.4, he denies bribery by Bertobright, but doesn't engage with 1.4 any further. And he doesn't respond to 1.5 and 1.6, which deal with the voice note and message allegedly reproduced from him by Mr. Sayed to General Khan.
The key questions now are, will more arrests follow? Will Operation Dudula challenge the arrests in court? Will political tensions continue to rise? How will this affect the national debate on immigration and public safety? Many South Africans will be watching closely for official updates. This story highlights how immigration, politics, and public opinion remain deeply connected in South Africa. As more information becomes available, we'll bring you updates about it. What do you think about these developments? Share your opinion respectfully in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more South